Hello, it's Jeanette with Geomazing Papercrafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how I'm making this little set of 3x3 cards. They're little thank you cards, and I'm using some of the in colors from the 2020 to 2022. And so what I have in this little box is cards on envelopes, and they now have the basic white little envelopes for your 3x3 cards. This is one of our little acetate boxes here, and they're specially designed to fit your 3x3 note card sets in there. Okay, so see all these little cute little embellishments that I have on here? That's what I'm going to show you how to do now. That is Magenta Madness. This one here, oops, I got a little something on here. This one here is Just Jade. Have that little bow there too. Some of these I don't have a double loop bow because it's just a little too fussy for me sometimes to make a bow. I think you know that I am bow challenged. This one is Bumblebee, and this one is Cinnamon Cider. And the last one that I'm going to show you on how to do this is with the Misty Moonlight. Okay, and so I'm going to just get started. This is not hard at all. If you notice this little stitching on here, I'm going to use that die that I used for that. It's called the Whimsy Stitched with Whimsy dies. It actually doesn't cut anything out, but it just leaves the stitches in there. Isn't that cute? So let me put these away for now, and I will bring them back in the end. So right now what I have is a piece of cardstock, the Misty Moonlight cardstock, which measures 3 inches by 3 inches. And I also have a piece of the Designer Series paper. There's several designs in this Designer Series paper. That's the back side of that. And then you also have the words like that. And then you have the, it looks like wood, or, this, cut up wood or something, whatever that is. I want to say hardwood, but it's really not hardwood. So I chose to use the polka dots. I think that's cute. And what I need to do is I need to take this, and I need to take it to the die cutting machine using our layering square dies. Now these dies will be retiring, just so you know, so you can go grab them before they're gone. And what I need to do is, I don't want the largest one, I want the second to the largest one for the cardstock, and then I want the one that's third to the largest for the Designer Series paper. Okay, now I'm going to take both of these to the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. Here are my 2 pieces of paper here. And I will just throw these scraps away. I don't need those. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking my Stitched with Whimsy dies. I can find the Stitched with Whimsy dies over here. Okay, and what I have is the dies that are, they're 2 different sizes. There's actually 3 different sizes of squares, but I decided to just use these 2 here, like that. And I kind of spaced them out. What I did was I laid one down, spaced the other one out, made sure that it was right in the center. You can see it, maybe see it better. And then I just put some reusable tape on that so that I could use this over and over. And all I have to do is make sure that I have it centered on this die cut. Oh, I got some fuzzies from the die. That's a very old die. Probably should get a new set before they go out, before they retire. Okay, I just want to make sure that this is nice and centered and even before I take this to the die cutting machine. And I can use my smaller die cutting machine for this. This one is the little mini cut and emboss machine. I call it my baby. And I'm going to go ahead and just die cut. See how cute that is? It's so small and compact, and I'm able to bring it in camera. And now what I have after I die cut is just these little stitches here. Isn't that neat? Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next to the smallest, not the smallest square, but the next to the smallest square. And while I've got these out, I might as well put these back in. I'm going to put this one back in here and this one back in here. Okay, let's put that away over there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to center this square on here. Now you could use the smaller one, that smaller die that's shaped like this if you want to. That might work, but I decided to just use a small square to show off that paper. So I'm just going to take a little piece of, what do you call this paper? This tape. This is the reusable Scotch tape. I think it's the reusable Scotch tape. I want to de-stickify it just in case it's not. And I'm going to take that to the die cutting machine. So this is what I have after I die cut. This little square that I'm going to be placing over this this die cut piece here. So let me put this over here. And now what I'm going to do is make the embellishments. And for that, I'm going to be using dies from the Well Said, or actually it's called the Well Written dies, that coordinates with the Well Said stamps. And these will be retiring, so I wanted to get a chance to use these before they do, because then, you know, afterward I can't sell them. I mean, I can sell the ones I have, but Stampin' Up! Won't have them available. So I'm just taking a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to take some adhesive sheet, and I'm going to be using the thanks from that it's called the Well Written dies. And I'm also going to be taking either the bird. Now on the other ones I have the little bird, and I also have the little flowers. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to take and put a little, well, let me just measure here. That's what I like to do. I like to just measure so that I don't waste any of this adhesive sheet. So I need about this much for the thanks. The other ones I'm going to be attaching with glue dots. And I think I might try to see what the butterfly looks like from that set. Isn't that cute? So I have this. Now what I need to do is I need to adhere this to this piece of white cardstock. Like that. And then I'm going to peel the rest of this off like this. So now I have sticky just on the back. And then I'm going to put this like that through the die cutting machine. And then I will also put the butterfly. I will put the little birdie and two of these little flowers that are all in that set. And I'm going to take these to the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. Now I could put this through my little mini, you know, but I think I'm just going to run over real quick and get this through the die cutting machine. Okay, I've got a couple of little flowers here. Let me bring in my silicone craft sheet so you can see what I have here. I have a couple of little flowers. Okay, I'm actually going to bring in another flower because I want 3 flowers on there. I have my bird and I have my butterfly. Now these are not stickers. These are just, let me use my take your pick tool to poke that out. Yeah, these are not stickers. These are just little die cuts. Look how cute that is. And then, but this one is a sticker. So when I peel this off, I'm going to just, if it doesn't come off, I'm just going to go ahead and peel it off just like this, off the sticker. Because sometimes my die cutting machine will not cut through the adhesive sheet backer paper, but it will cut the actual cardstock fine. So we're just going to poke those extra pieces out, and it's very sticky because it's got that adhesive in the back, and I'm just going to temporarily stick it right here on my silicone craft sheet. All right, Now, what I have here is a piece of cardstock, which is the basic white cardstock, and it measures 6 inches by 3 inches, and I have scored it right in the middle at 3 inches. And so I'm going to be folding this, and let's use our bone folder. I'm going to move all these dies off of my, there. I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure that I've got a nice crease on this. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is, let me bring this in here. I'm going to move these up right here. I need to put some either tear and tape or some adhesive, like snail adhesive, not snail, but Stampin' Seal. I keep saying snail, but it's now Stampin' Seal adhesive, and I'm just going to run some of that right here on the side. Now, if it doesn't come out, just rub it on your silicone craft sheet, and it'll start. And this is why sometimes I rather use the tear and tape. This seems like I have a little bit more control. Now, don't worry if you're going off like that, because you can always pick it up and fold it in on itself. Okay. See, I want it right on the edge, but I'm taking it off the edge just a little bit. And with this silicone craft sheet, if you get any on here, you can just easily take it off just by rolling it off in a little ball of glue. Now I'm going to take my cover sheet here, my little frame, and I'm just going to find a spot here where I am happy with it. Trying not to go over too much over the side, and basically I want to be even side to side. Okay, I think that looks just fine to me. And now I'm going to take this and I am going to adhere this with my seal adhesive. I am going to adhere this to the actual card base, and we'll try to get it nice and even and nice and centered. Let me get off some of these little die cut strings. Okay, sometimes your dies will do that. They'll leave you some strings. Okay, and there we have that. Now I'm going to take my tweezers. I'm going to pick up my thanks, and I'm not going to put it right in the middle, although I could. I just want it just a little above the middle. Let's see, about maybe 2/3 above. Now with these stickers, you can actually slant your thanks, like kind of in a curve if you want to. This isn't perfectly straight, but I'm okay with that. And now I'm going to see if I would prefer to have, oh, I don't know. I'm going to grab a glue dot. Let's see, where are my glue dots? They are here somewhere. Here they are. And I am going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to kind of roll one of these glue dots so that I can see if I want the butterfly or do I want the bird above that thank you. Let's see, right here, or do I want the bird? I kind of like the butterfly. The bird looks really cute. I have birds on all the other ones. I'm going to leave this butterfly right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take some glue dots, and I'm going to just put glue dots on the back. You can tell which is the back and the front of these little flowers that we die cut. Okay, one right here. I'm just going to put it on 3 corners, since I've got that butterfly right there in that corner there. Just kind of balance it out with these. And you don't have to be perfect about them. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be placing some of these, they are called, see, I've got a new package right here. They're called the 2020 to 2022 in color enamel dots. Now, I was having a little trouble with these when I first got them. And when I was trying to take them off, I was taking off that clear dome. So how did I work around that? Is what I did was, instead of trying to pick them up, I decided to fold the acetate that they are on and just grab them. Once they are released, I grab them, and I'm going to just put a little, I gotta move that over now. I stuck it in the wrong spot. I'm going to move this over and try to put it right in the center of these little flowers. There you go. Okay, I can be neater about it. I'm sure you will be if you try this. Okay. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and put one right in the center of the butterfly. See, that's not center, is it? I keep on doing that. All right, right there. And now I'll do the other two. Okay, and ahead of time I made my bow with the Misty Moonlight. This is called, what kind of ribbon is this? I think it's just gross grain ribbon. Pretty sure that's what it's called, gross grain. Let me see if I can open this box. This is one of the ribbon boxes that I made for it. In the okay, it is called Misty Moonlight. It just says in color ribbon. I'm not sure if it's a gross grain or not. Maybe in the catalog it'll tell me. But I'll put it on the screen if if I find it. So I've already made a bow for this Misty Moonlight. I just have to find it. It is here somewhere because it's right here. I already pulled it out. Okay. I'm not going to make a bow on camera because I'm so bow challenged. But just make a little bow. You can actually make it as big as you want to. I happen to use a little bow maker that I bought. It's a little bit helpful, but I still struggle with it. So, but I'm going to go ahead and put my bow right in the center here. Okay. And then here is my card. And I'm going to take another envelope, another one of these envelopes. Now this is actually a Whisper White, and I was using basic white. There's a little bit of a difference with the basic white. It's just a little bit of a brighter white than the Whisper White, but they do have the basic white little envelopes available, so that's going to match up pretty good. Now let me bring this in like this. Okay, I want to make sure that they all fit, so I think I may have to stagger some of these. Wait, we'll stagger them like this. I'll put one right side up, one upside down, one right side up, and yada yada. You know what I'm saying here. Okay. And then we'll see all 5 of these will fit in this little 3 by 3 inch. It's actually bigger than 3 by 3 inches because it's going to fit the envelopes and the cards in the box. Oops, close it, and we'll put maybe we'll put a ribbon or something on the box, a little note card, a little tag saying just for you, or something like that. Whatever you want to do to make this a nice pretty little gift. But that is my project for today. I hope that you liked it. I hope that I taught you something, and I hope that you will try this. So, once again, I am Jeanette with Geomazing Paper Crafts. And you make it a great day. Bye-bye.